Fans haven't seen or heard from Grammy-winning songbird Anita Baker since she canceled her Mother's Day concert in Atlanta. Her concerned fans are wondering whether she's okay. Baker, 66, canceled her show at Atlanta's State Farm Arena just 6 minutes before she was supposed to go on stage. The cancellation left fans disappointed and angry because some of them flew to Atlanta for the show. At the time, furious fans flooded the internet blasting the Detroit native for being unprofessional, Atlanta Black Star reported. Now her fans are wondering where she is because they haven't heard from her since the Mother's Day show was canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. But rumors are spreading that the soul singer suffered a mild stroke and is recovering. Fans patiently wait on the Sweet Love singer's social media, hoping that she will speak to them. Baker hasn't updated her ex-Twitter page since September. On August 1st, she retweeted a fan who wrote, "Your team and true fans are standing by whenever you're ready to speak." Another fan wrote, "The real fans miss you, Miss Anita, hoping that all is well." A third person wrote, "Miss Baker, whenever you feel ready, would love to see you on tour again." The Soul Train Award winner has always done things her way, and her life in the spotlight has had long breaks before. After dominating the R&B scene with her soulful ballads in the 80s and 90s, she took a lengthy 10-year hiatus to focus on her family and care for her biological mother, who put her up for adoption when she was a child, according to a 2020 Essence article. This decision to stay away was also influenced by her inability to write new music and her desire to gain full ownership of her music, which she finally achieved in 2021 with help from Chance the Rapper, giving her the creative freedom and control of her catalog that the singer/songwriter/producer had long sought throughout her career. Baker returned to touring in 2022, thrilling fans who hadn't seen her perform live in decades. However, her touring schedule has had its bumps. Besides the Atlanta show, there were earlier setbacks, including issues with her former opening act, Kenny Babyface Edmonds, which made ugly headlines as both artist fans took to social media to drag the other chart topper. In May 2023, during the 40th day anniversary tour celebrating her hit debut solo project, The Songstress, an event planner allegedly told Babyface that he could not perform so that Baker could have a full set, after the show was delayed for hours. This did not stop her from performing the rest of the shows, with fans loving her deep-throated alto and her sensual songs performances. One fan, sitting in the front row of one of her concerts, loved her show so much they whipped out their phone and recorded her. She asked the fan to stop recording, singing during her set, "Turn off the camera, baby. I don't know who you are. Move back. Get him back." The fan did not stop, and as a result, the Sweet Love diva had the person removed. Still, the Mother's Day mystery still has fans wanting to know if she is okay. Since the show cancellation, Baker has left a digital fingerprint 6 times, solely on the X platform and all retweets. In August, she retweeted a post that read, "Anita Baker, your team and true fans are standing by whenever you're ready to speak." Her quote was simply a mic emoji. Fans are hoping she lets them know something soon. In a time when fans get access to their stars' personal lives on a daily, her disappearance without a trace has them frazzled and not knowing what to do. Anita Baker, the iconic American singer and songwriter, known for her powerful voice and significant contributions to R&B and soul music, has faced various health challenges over the years that have impacted her career and personal life. While specific details about her health issues have not always been publicly detailed, she has navigated periods of struggle that have sometimes led to professional pauses and personal reflections. Anita Baker's rise to fame began in the late 1970s and 1980s, gaining widespread acclaim for her distinctive contralto voice. Her breakthrough album, Rapture, 1986, featured hits like Sweet Love, which earned her multiple Grammy Awards and cemented her status as one of the premier voices in contemporary music. This level of success often came with its own set of pressures, leading many artists, including Baker, to experience stress-related health issues over time. As a prominent figure in the music industry, Anita Baker was not immune to the high demands that accompany a life of stardom. The rigorous schedule of recording, touring, and performing live took a toll on her well-being. It is common for artists of her caliber to encounter bouts of exhaustion, which, if left unchecked, can lead to more significant health problems. Though specific episodes involving Baker were rarely made public, she alluded to times when the stress of maintaining her career impacted her physical and mental health. These moments likely influenced her decision to step back from the limelight on more than one occasion. For a singer of Anita Baker's caliber, vocal health is paramount. Like many vocalists, she may have dealt with issues such as vocal strain or damage, especially given her powerful and emotive singing style. The strain placed on the vocal cords during years of high-intensity performances can result in conditions like nodules, polyps, or chronic hoarseness. While Baker did not frequently speak about such issues, a career spanning several decades without interruptions due to vocal rest or treatment would be rare. Vocal care often necessitates extended periods of silence, therapy, or even surgery in severe cases. The need to maintain vocal health could explain some of Baker's pauses in her recording and touring schedules. In addition, maintaining the richness and depth of her signature sound would require diligent, ongoing vocal maintenance, adding to the stress of sustaining her career at such a high level. In the later years of her career, Anita Baker became more open about prioritizing her personal life over professional ambitions. Health considerations often played a part in this shift. Although not often specified, hints in interviews and public appearances suggested that Baker valued maintaining her health and well-being, choosing to dedicate more time to herself and her family as she grew older. As she aged, Baker, like many people, may have experienced health challenges associated with the natural aging process. These might include common issues such as high blood pressure, joint problems, or other chronic conditions that become more prevalent with age. Taking care of these potential health matters would necessitate lifestyle adjustments that could interfere with the demands of a full-time music career. Anita Baker's health concerns, whether directly or indirectly, influenced her professional decisions. Notably, in 2013, she announced her retirement from performing, signaling a need to shift her focus away from the stage. While the reason for this decision was not fully attributed to health issues, it underscored her awareness of the need for self-care and balance. However, in 2018, to the delight of her fans, Baker returned for a farewell tour, celebrating her 60th birthday and a career spanning over 30 years. Her decision to return was not without careful consideration of her capacity and well-being. The return was short-lived as she remained selective with her engagements, indicating her focus on preserving her health. Anita Baker's health journey, although often private, showcases the resilience and dedication it takes to sustain a long-standing career in an industry as demanding as music. Despite any health-related pauses or concerns, her legacy remains firmly intact. She continues to be celebrated not only for her vocal talent, but for the strength she has demonstrated throughout her career. Baker's health management, personal values, and choices have made her an inspiring figure beyond her music. In moments where challenges emerged, she handled them with the same poise and elegance that defined her music, balancing the expectations of fame with the quieter, more necessary work of maintaining her well-being. In summary, while Anita Baker's health issues have not been expansively documented in public, her career has shown periods of rest and return that reflect a deliberate effort to care for her voice, body, and mind. This balance is part of what has allowed her to remain an enduring and influential figure in music, proving that longevity in such an industry requires not just talent, but also the wisdom to prioritize health when needed. One of the most defining aspects of Anita Baker's personal life is her dedication to her family, particularly her role as a mother. Baker married Walter Bridgeforth Jr. in 1988, and the couple had two sons, Walter Baker Bridgeforth and Edward Carlton Bridgeforth. Though her career was demanding and she was often in the public eye, Baker maintained that her family came first. The birth of her sons brought immense joy and a new set of priorities that influenced her professional decisions. Balancing motherhood and a high-profile music career was no small feat, but Baker was determined to provide her children with a stable, loving environment. In interviews, she has often spoken about the importance of being present for her sons and instilling in them a strong sense of identity and values. This commitment sometimes meant stepping back from music to ensure she could be fully involved in their lives. The sacrifices she made in favor of family were a testament to her belief that personal fulfillment and familial love took precedence over professional accolades. Her dedication to her sons extended beyond their childhood. Even after her divorce from Bridgeforth in 2008, Baker continued to foster close relationships with Walter and Edward, being a constant source of support as they transitioned into adulthood. This period marked a shift where Baker focused not just on raising her sons, but also on building a life that was fulfilling outside the pressures of public performance. Anita Baker's spiritual beliefs have always been an integral part of who she is. Raised in a household where church was a central element, her faith laid the foundation for her perspective on life. Over the years, Baker has made it clear that her belief in a higher power influenced not only her music, but also her personal choices. This spirituality is evident in her songs, which often reflect themes of love, hope, and redemption. Her faith provided comfort and guidance during some of the most trying times in her life, including the challenges of fame, personal setbacks, and the complexities of relationships. Baker has openly acknowledged that prayer and introspection were vital tools that helped her navigate her career's ups and downs. This spiritual grounding is perhaps what gave her the confidence to step back from the music scene at different points, trusting that taking time for herself was necessary and right. Anita Baker's personal life has been marked by several public challenges that she handled with characteristic poise. One of the most notable was her legal battle with her ex-husband, Walter Bridgeforth Jr., over unpaid alimony in 2010. Despite the stress that this type of public dispute can bring, Baker managed to maintain her dignity and focus on moving forward. This resilience is a recurring theme in her life, showing that she could face adversity with strength. Financial and legal challenges were not the only hurdles Baker faced. The music industry itself can be notoriously taxing on personal lives, and Baker's decision to step away at times was motivated by a need to prioritize her well-being. The choice to step back allowed her to reconnect with herself and focus on what mattered most: her health, her family, and her happiness. Despite periods of retirement and withdrawal from public life, Anita Baker's love for music never waned. In 2018, she surprised fans by embarking on a farewell tour that marked her return to the stage after years of quiet living. This tour was not just a celebration of her career, but also a testament to her resilience and deep-rooted passion for her craft. The tour was embraced by fans who had waited years to see her perform live once more, showcasing the lasting impact her voice and artistry had on generations of listeners. Throughout her career and personal life, Anita Baker has remained an inspiring figure. She navigated fame on her own terms, making decisions that reflected her desire to stay true to herself and her beliefs. Her story is one of a woman who, despite the hardships and sacrifices, found a way to harmonize the demands of fame with the simple yet profound joys of motherhood and personal fulfillment. In recent years, Baker has maintained a quieter profile, focusing on her life outside the public eye. Living a life of more simplicity and peace, she has expressed contentment with where she is today. Baker's legacy is not just her music, but the example she set by staying true to herself, valuing her family, and facing life's struggles with dignity and faith. Anita Baker's story is one of overcoming adversity, maintaining authenticity, and nurturing the relationships that mean the most. Whether through the soulful strains of her iconic songs or the love she pours into her personal life, Baker remains a figure of inspiration, showing that true success lies not just in fame, but in living a life filled with love, faith, and purpose.